What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, right there, right there. While you're at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. It is an easy and free way to help support your girl and my channel.
Okay.
Okay. So this evening, I have my girl Nita the Diva, my favorite diva, in the building with me. What's up,
Hello.
girl?
I'm doing well.
Good. You look good, honey. You looking pretty. Got the lashes. Them lashes is lashing.
With today.
And so we are here tonight to talk about BMF.
Yeah.
BMF.
All right.
Um, oh, we got some people in the chat. All right,
I
all
see
right.
y'all.
And what's up, Relax and Chill TV?
Yeah.
Kelvin from Augusta.
Naya Mucci.
Naya. All right, all right. And Moochie had stopped by earlier. All right.
Right.
So you guys, the episode. Okay. I'm gonna give my overall opinion in the beginning. So I will say this. I liked the episode. I was very much so entertained. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed it. However, I was irritated by how unrealistic certain things were. And it's just like I couldn't wrap my mind around it because I felt like it was too many different little things.
Right.
Um, I mean, I'll get I'll get to it in the review, but one thing that stood out to me was the whole Lamar situation with the feds and how they let him go. And I'm just like, how is this possible? This does not make any sense. This
Right.
man assaulted a police officer, but yet was able to and escaped under
Assaulted. I thought he was unalive.
right. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say assault because I would hope they would be smart enough to not have him kill him and then still let him off. So
That's true. So you're giving them a little grace for that.
Naya said, I hate that I decided to eat dinner during this episode. Listen, I feel for you. I feel for you.
Oh,
I feel for you
I can't even
because
imagine.
I feel for you because
I can't even see it.
I can't
Let me
imagine
see it.
what you were going through while you was eating your dinner and had to see what you saw.
Oh my God. I can't unsee it. It is horrible.
And
Horrible.
I feel like that was so unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they just really want to make Lamar's character crazy.
Yeah.
They want to make him just so crazy that he did such a thing.
Yeah. They really jumped off the ledge. We're trying to make his character such a villain, like a super villain. That's where they're going with this super villain type thing.
Yeah, definitely super villain vibes. But overall, I like the episode. So let's get into the details, and then we'll get to some of the other stuff with Lamar later.
Mhm.
So the episode opens up with Meech in the hospital. He's recovering from his gunshot wounds. The family is there, hoping he recovers. Lucille got her Bible, honey. She is praying to the Lord. Baby mama is crying. Everybody's emotional, hoping for the best. So we see Terry comes in. We actually see Meech wake up and he's like, what the hell is this? He got a big old Glock on him. I don't know if it's a Glock. Glock means
A Tech
gun,
Nine.
right?
I think it's a Tech.
A Tech 9. See, I don't know nothing about nothing. A Tech 9, a K9, or something. 9. So he got this big ass gun. So Terry comes in, gets Meech out of the hospital because he knows He knows that crazy ass Lamar is gonna come and try to finish the job. Okay.
Right.
So lo and behold, Lamar, in fact, does come to the hospital to kill Meech. However, they escape in the nick of time. Okay. So they take Meech to Lori, who's the baby, well, one of his baby mothers, because apparently he has two. We'll get there too. Okay.
Right.
Um, they take him to Lori's house so that they can hide out, basically, because Lamar doesn't know where she stays. So that's like a safe space for him.
Right.
So Terry tells Meech that he will take care of everything business wise while he's recovering. Of course, B Mickey has a problem with this because he's like, hold up, Shawty. You said I was your number two.
Right.
You said I was your number two.
Right.
So what it is. And Terry is like, no, sir, I am not about to take orders from your black ass, especially after you went MIA when Meech was in Ohio and needed your ass. So it's a no for me, dog. That's what
Right.
he said.
Right.
And look at B Mickey getting jealous, knowing damn well he is snitching to the feds.
Yeah.
He have the
The
audacity.
audacity. That's one thing they do have, baby.
Is the audacity to get upset. I'd be damned. So, what had happened next? So they're trying to strategize on how to get, more product. So Terry suggests going to Big L. Little does he know, Big L is gone. Big L gone because K9 done cut her up and killed her. Okay. So that's, Terry finds out that she's dead. So they mentioned Pat, but that's not going to work out because Pat and Terry didn't really get along. And it was just,
Yeah. And you know what I find interesting about that whole thing?
Mhm.
Like K9 severed his relationship with Big L just to team up with Meech and for
Mhm.
Meech to skip town on him.
That's a great point. That's an excellent point
Yeah, no. But of
because,
course everybody's gonna overlook that, right?
I actually have in my notes as like a question. I'm trying to see if I should ask that now or save it. Um,
Hey Michelle.
Basically, I was gonna say, what is Boom and K9 gonna do when they find out that Meech and Terry left town? Like, what do you think? We'll stick with K9 for now. What do you think K9's reaction is gonna be to finding out that Meech done skip town? You think he's gonna be upset? You think he's gonna be understanding?
First of all, I want to say that he's going to think initially that he's going to take care of the cousin, take care of the business with the cousin. You remember the cousin skipped out on the
Mm-hmm.
money. I mean, not the money, but the drugs and all that stuff that he, set him up in Cleveland. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that maybe they can buy themselves some time. But the thing is that K9 is so well known around the the United States. Like when
Yeah.
you saw him, he knew all the players. And so he's gonna have his ear to the streets and he possibly will put a bounty down if he thinks that, just like he did for the dude, the casino dude, like I want this dude, bring him to me alive or
Yeah.
whatever. So I think it's
Mhm.
gonna be one of those type things. He's gonna have to answer for whatever. I don't K9 is definitely not gonna let that slide.
Let it slide. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that. So,
And then
while
Boom too. I mean, he has problems with Boom and
he
K9
gonna have problem. I
and
mean,
Lamar.
Terry is gonna have problem. And I have this, we're jumping the gun, but Terry is definitely gonna have problems, in my opinion, with Boom
Yeah,
because the brother already did not want to do business with you. Like you had to twist his arm a little bit just to get him to go on board, and
right,
then now you skip town. His product is gone.
right. That
What?
I I don't know how they gonna get out of this.
That's why they skip town.
Exactly.
But
Oh yeah.
I wonder, okay, like prediction or just guessing.
Mhm.
What episode do you think they are going to return back to Detroit?
This is the 4th episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say.
You said 8?
I think Terry's gonna come back in
Okay.
7, and I think Meech is gonna come back at 8 because Terry is gonna get hemmed up, and he's gonna have to come back to try to help,
Mm.
try to save or whatever.
Okay.
It's not going. He's not Terry returning back like ain't nothing happened. That ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, we're on the same
Terry's
page.
gonna
I
come
was
first, and
saying,
then
okay, I like that. We're on the same page because I was gonna say episode 8. So, but I like what you're saying though about Terry coming back first,
okay, same thing.
then Meech. Okay, so we on a 7, 7 or 8. Okay, okay, that's what's up. Okay, so the feds bring Meech in because they want him to snitch on Lamar and admit that Lamar shot him. First of all, I'm shocked that they brought them in the same room together. Like, when I saw Lamar's face, I was like, what? What he doing in here, honey? What is he doing up in here?
Right.
Well, Lamar and Meech were, face to face, and they go back and forth about Batman and Joker and how Batman is always the winner and Joker is this, that, and the third and likes to squeeze the life out of people and all this hoopla. And ultimately, Meech does not snitch, says he's going to handle things his way and the feds can do things their way, but he ain't snitching.
Right.
So I think that was stupid. I'm going to be very honest. I thought that was stupid. In my opinion,
Yeah.
we're talking about street code. I don't feel like that's snitching. Like if Meech said, yes, this ninja shot me, I don't think that's snitching. Like that's not snitching. Is it me?
Right.
Like
no. I mean, that is.
I know the street code and everything, snitching is like a big no-no. I get that. But in my opinion, I don't think
if it was done to you, you feel like it's not snitching.
It's done to me. You tried to kill me.
Right.
So, Negro, yeah, I'm telling the feds that you tried to kill me. Because my thing is, Lamar's not going to stop. Who's to say Lamar won't come after Meech's family?
Right. That's what I said. He left them like, these niggas ain't crazy. They are like Looney Tune halfway serial killers out. I mean, serial unalivers out here. Like, they crazy. So, you leaving your family like that, I wouldn't feel safe doing that.
I thought it was crazy for him to just, I don't know. I didn't count that as snitching. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not hood enough. I'm not street enough. But I didn't think it was snitching.
Hey,
but anyway. Oh, hey, Savannah. Thanks for coming through. All right, let's see. Where are we next? So
now, that would have been snitching. If Detective Brian asked B. Mickey if Lamar shot Meech, that is considered snitching.
Technically,
when you're telling on someone else, you know what I'm saying? That is snitching. But when you're the victim, I feel like, just like Monique said, I feel like you should be able to say, you shot me. I can identify you. But, they still call it snitching, child. I mean, technically it is, but, I mean, listen.
Yeah. So right. Terry meets up with Boom and tries to set up a deal. Boom at first was not feeling it, but then, Terry convinced him otherwise. I know one thing though, Terry better be careful messing around with Marquise.
Did you see Boom out the side of his eye looking when Terry said something to Lala?
Yeah, a little bit.
I saw him looking directly over there.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
what it looked like. It looked like he was kind of looking a little bit, but
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
He was blurry.
It was blurry.
He was blurry back there, but I mean, the line of sight was right there on Terry and Marquise.
I thought it was risky. Him
It
going up
was.
to her and saying something. I thought it was very
It was.
risque.
Yeah, and I don't think that, not for nothing, I think that that is going to come back into play.
Okay, that little side conversation they had at the bar.
Mhm.
Ooh, James said
It
that's
wasn't
snitching.
even a conversation. He just said something to her. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you never know. Um, okay, so we're at church. One of my favorite scenes, actually. So we are at church.
The one that made the most sense.
Listen. So we're at church, and Pastor Swift says a prayer, for Meech, praying for his recovery, all that good stuff, as you're supposed to do as a good Christian.
Mm.
But some of the congregation gets up and leaves, and disapproves of the prayer. So Lucille went off, honey. She called
Trigger
them
baby.
hypocrites. She said, I prayed for you when your husband was with a prostitute. I prayed for you when your daughter had a DUI. I prayed for you when this, that, and the third. She was like, y'all are some hypocrites. Are you saying that my children don't deserve?
It was a mess. She was
Be
triggered.
able to walk and breathe and live. So, so she let them church folks have it, honey. She said her son did not come from a broken home, but he came from a broken city. Okay.
Right.
Do my kids not deserve to? I was like, oh Lord, Lucille was.
Yeah, and that brings up a good a sidebar about Christians in the church and the prayers and stuff. And
Mhm.
I think that they have a duty to pray for him and let God judge him. Like that's not. I don't think that that's any of their concern, unless because that's not what the Bible teaches them, right? That's what I hear.
You right. You right, Shawty.
That's what I think.
Oh wait, I gotta change my Can I change? Can I change my name while I'm on the video?
Um, I don't think so. I think you probably wait a minute. Oh no, you might, because you have to go to the top and see if you see anything that says edit. I think it's in the other screen though. I think it's in the screen before you come into the studio.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
My Cash App is missing the number. It's Mo to the 13. I forgot.
Uh,
Anyway, if y'all feeling generous. But that is not my Cash App name. What is wrong with me? Lord
oh,
Jesus. But no, you bring up a good point. I mean, church folks can be very hypocritical. The fact that they were getting up as if you couldn't pray for somebody who got shot up. I just, I mean,
right,
we're not condoning his situation or what he
right,
does, but
right.
we're just simply praying that he lives, that he
Exactly.
survives, that he recovers. So
Hmm.
I'm glad. I am so happy Lucille let them have it, honey.
Right.
Let them have it.
Hey, Miss Kira.
Hey, boo. Hey,
Yep, she
Nikki.
did. She did.
So,
It was funny how Pastor Swift was like this. Well, all right then.
this
We
concludes
got
our service.
service.
He said, all right, well, this concludes our service for today. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Bye bye.
Look, look, that's how you should have shut me down the other day on your channel. You'd be like, okay, so that can
So that concludes.
concludes this live tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye bye now. People in the South, bye bye, sweetie. Take care.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll see you when we see you.
Make it up. Okay, girl. We'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow. So we are still at church, okay? So after her whole speech, Lucille is shaking up, honey. She is ready to go. She wants to get out of there. So Charles is like, okay, I'm gonna give you the keys. You can go ahead and, go home or whatever. I have to take care of some stuff here. So then we see Charles, and I think her name was Sister Riley. So they're speaking, and she tells him that he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man. If y'all know that's from, put it in the chat.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
if you
So
know.
if you know, you know. So he said, "You're a good man, honey." And he says that he's not mad at those people that walked out because he probably would have done the same thing if Meech wasn't his son. Because he does not condone what Meech does and all that stuff. So low key, he said he would have done the same thing pretty much. So Riley kind of pushes up on him, and Lucille pops back up, okay, and says, "Charles, it is time to go."
Right.
She
After he dismissed her and was like, I'll go ahead and find a ride with somebody else. I gotta break this down and do all this stuff. Go ahead home. Yeah, you was about to be breaking something down, sir. If she would have left, he would have been breaking it down all right, but no.
I
Right
mean,
on back.
this is the second woman that we're seeing Charles connect with and talk to and flirt with. Is Charles cheating, y'all, or what's happening? Has he cheated yet?
It always feel like that is the temptation is always just the heaviest when things are just kind of not, vibing. You know what I'm saying? It probably they could have been flirting before, but because him and Lucille were good, he probably didn't even think nothing about it. But now that they're not good and now that they're not connecting, he's looking and like, oh, they see me.
They notice me. Oh,
Right.
okay.
I'm getting some attention. And child, them ladies is laying it on him thick. Everything that he wants to hear, they
You
is blowing
good
the sweet
man.
nothings all up in his ear. He ain't gonna be able to fight it for too long.
Good man.
You know.
You's a good man.
I give him next episode. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, we'll be seeing him break something down. You heard it here first.
He gonna break something down. Now, DeMarcus says black men don't cheat. Chill about it. DeMarcus, I love you, but that's a lie. That's a lie from the pits of hell. That is a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Charles does have options. You right about that. He's got some options.
Look. Out of one side of the neck, black men don't cheat. He got options.
What
options gonna take up, y'all? Is it gonna be Mabel or is it gonna be Miss Riley, Sister Riley?
He getting Bible study soon. I call it. Hey, Monique.
What's up, Monique?
Oh, here we go. We got another one. Talk about that's right, DeMarcus. I wish y'all would keep it a buck. Just keep it a buck. It's like y'all trying to tell me the sky is red when I know it's blue.
Right.
Of course,
I think it's gonna be Sister Riley.
Of course, men cheat. Women cheat too, but of course, men cheat. Black men cheat, child. Black men cheat.
Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to figure out, is
Not
Charles
all.
the worst husband, the worst father, or the worst business?
Ooh.
The worst businessman, the worst father, or the worst husband? Which one?
I'm not gonna say the worst husband because to me, they both have done things to mess up their marriage. Because Lucille is not really perfect. So when it comes to the marriage front, I'm gonna say they both.
I don't think nobody's perfect. So with me putting fault on him, I'm not absolving her of anything. So you don't have to say it like that, but we're just trying to figure out.
No, I'm just saying it for the viewers.
Yeah, I think worst businessman too.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, because he's really like that old school mind that I got it. We're gonna do it old school, but he doesn't understand that they have already been in a multi-million-dollar business. They've already they have the acumen as businessmen, and these ideas is going to take you far. And it wasn't like he didn't try it out and he just took Markeisha's um her her word for it. He went and he tested it out a
Yeah.
couple of days, got up on the cash. He was like, "Oh, we finally in the black and all this other stuff." So it was proven to be lucrative, but he just doesn't want to, and that will hold you back. That will just hold you back in business. And so yeah, he's not even listening. Then he talks about the business like it's his business. It's not, he acts like it's not even Terry's seed money to get
Yeah.
it all started. Like, I don't know. He was like, I don't have to consult you. I don't need your opinion. I don't need your permission. I was like, yeah, this
Terry
is
said this shit
not
happened because of me. Like my shit is what helped get this up and running. Okay.
exactly, exactly.
Uh.
Yes.
So
Business
we agree. Worst businessman. What was the other option? Husband. Oh,
father.
father.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's a good father to Terry, but to Meech, it's like, ooh, he damn near disowned his son. Um, I'm glad Terry left that business. Man, he
Man.
ain't had no choice. He had to fix
And left it in a shambles. Got that girl all hemmed up. I, I don't know. This has been rocky. It's been rocky.
it.
So, I don't know.
I agree, DeMarcus. I blame them both, for the marriage front. Charles and Lucille, they get on my nerves. That's what I'm saying. They both
Yeah.
get on my nerves in certain aspects, for sure. For sure. All right, let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? So Detective Bryant decides to follow Terry and watch his moves. He thinks that Terry will be running things while Meech is recovering. And he's right. He ain't, he's actually right about that.
Mhm.
So Terry wants Denise to take some product to, I think it was called Lansing. He doesn't tell her that there's product in the vehicle, but just says he wants her to go drop the car off for a few hours, then come back or whatever. So
Right.
the plan is for her to go visit her son at Michigan State or whatever. So she's not really hip exactly on what is going on. So she's kind of blindsided as well, with
Right.
what's happening later on, we see how that ends up. So, oh Lord. So later on, child, we see Lamar. We see Lamar straight ambush. I think his name was Nato or something like that. I have in my notes. Straight ambush the big dude. Okay. Straight ambush. Homie had his shrimp. I think he had some fried shrimp. I'm just guessing. Some fried shrimp and some French fries. About to chow down,
Right.
have himself a good meal, and all of a sudden he gets ambushed from the back. And it was a
And some kind of Herculean strength of his that didn't
Lamar
go.
got so much strength. It doesn't make any damn sense
Injuries.
how much
Right.
strength this brother has.
Him and I mean, I understand that they have youth on their side because of course somebody like Pat wouldn't be able to recover like they recovered, but I mean Meech just woke up out of surgery. He just opened his eyes
Yes.
3 times in the up in here, and we just out and about and uh, and then Lamar, his whole intestines is on the outside of his body. Um, make it make sense.
Woo! Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Cause so damn intestines is outside of his damn body. And I'll get to it in a second, but when he went to go kill Tiny, the same shit.
Yeah,
Tiny hit him in his stomach. Nigga, you should have been KO. You should have been done. Done. All
it,
right.
it, it was so unrealistic. That whole fight the whole fight scene because they were like really struggling in there. Like any little small,
That tiny ass bathroom.
yeah, no.
Caught dude at his weakest time eating fried chicken. I know it was fried. It was either fried chicken or fried shrimp. It was something fried. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
Mm.
insane! You can't stop the
I
poop.
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. When I tell you the loudest scream, and you know we watching it in the middle of the night, right? And so
Woo!
like I know my neighbors was probably like, "What the hell is going on this bed?"
Oh my
I
god.
screamed from the bottom of my belly. I was,
Uh,
that was like the worst thing I ever like. Not the worst thing I've seen on TV, but in a long time, anything that I can remember, that was the grossest. How you gonna watch Lamar kick you in the face?
it was
It
disgusting.
was. It was.
I'm still mad they wrote that in the script. Like, why? Ooh. So then he pays Tiny a visit and he pops up like he's Candyman. And it's just another unrealistic. I mean, where was this nigga hide? Was he hiding in the shower? Where were you hiding at?
Right.
How
And
did you
it was supposed to be somebody out there where I mean Lamar could have took them out easily if it was a woman. I think he was getting ready for a woman or
he
something.
was getting ready to lay the pipe down. So I don't know
Yes.
if she was there or maybe she was coming over and he was
Yeah.
getting ready. But
I,
damn, he popped up like he was Candyman. Like
right, right. That's
just
like the second appearance because the first time he did like the Michael Myers across the street or
yeah.
or whatever with the bus the bus in the
Uh-huh.
side, and then next thing you know he's doing the Candyman. I was just like, what is it? It's not Halloween, y'all.
It is not Halloween, y'all. Y'all scaring me this episode, man. So him and Tiny are fighting in that small ass bathroom. It's a crazy ass fight. I would say Tiny held up his own though. It wasn't no easy fight. Tiny held up his own and tried to survive, but brother, Lamar took him out. So R.I.P. Tiny. I kind of liked him, so
Yeah,
R.I.P. This was
but
all
they were gonna
payback.
get the other guy back. You remember he took the guy who placed us down in Atlanta. Um, did they try to fake his death or something? It was
Wait,
somebody
say
from
that again.
huh?
Say it again. I missed
It's
what you
somebody
said.
for next episode. Somebody. It was y'all remember the dude from season one that dude Tiny took his place. Somebody beat him down. Was it Lamar that beat him down? And I think he might have faked his death and he left and ran and he's Flamel. That's him. Yeah, so we're gonna get him back instead of Tiny is gone, but now we're gonna get Flamel back. You remember
No,
Flamel?
I forget, but
Season
okay.
one. It was the first, like one of the first dudes that got beat up, and then they kept changing the ranks. Flamel was first, and then Lamar came. No, then did Lamar or Tiny come? Yeah, it was something like that. Tiny took over, and then Lamar took over from Tiny, and then when Lamar disappeared, Tiny came back, and it was like one of those type things. Yeah,
Okay.
everybody. Okay. Y'all
Yeah,
remember?
I remember. Okay, everybody
Yeah.
remembers.
Yeah, and I,
Me.
I like Flamel too. So I'm like, maybe he'll give us something, a little different since we lost Tiny.
Okay, so you saw him in the previews for next week.
One
Oh,
of the dudes that they was gonna be talking to in that strip club or casino or something like that.
hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how big of a role he's gonna have. It's possible
Right.
that he actually comes back or something. They team up against Lamar since Lamar seems to be, you know,
Yeah.
it'll be number one.
Mhm.
Yeah, in the hospital bed.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah.
He like threatened him. He didn't kill him, but he threatened. Well, he beat him up really bad.
Yeah, and then, like I think he was holding his breath and suffocating him, and then he let him go or something like that.
Yeah.
One of those. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, boo.
J Mo, Flamel, Lamar. The tiny. Okay. Demarcus got it. And I believe you, Demarcus, because you be on it.
He
You
be
be
on it. He sure do. Oh, do Demarcus.
yes.
Okay, so where we at? Where we at? So Detective Brian and his partner. What's the partner's name, you guys?
Jen.
Jen. Thank you.
Detective Jen. And
So
I think that's her last name. I don't know if that's her first name, but I think it's Detective Jen.
Jen. So they pulled Denise over, okay, because they were following her and Terry. So they pulled her over and checked her vehicle. He looks at the glove compartment, can tell something is a little bit off, and he ultimately finds the drugs, the drug eyes. Okay. So they arrest Denise. Poor Denise got locked up. They won't let her out, y'all. They will not let her out.
Right.
So
I thought
she,
her white skin was gonna save her, child.
I thought, but not today. Not today, honey. So Denise calls, freaking out. She calls, Terry and Charles or whatever. Charles is pissed. He's like, you done got her, messed up in some stuff. You possibly gonna ruin her life. You know what I mean? Lucille says, at least Meech kept it a buck. At least Meech kept it real about what he did and everything and what he was into. But Terry, you think you too damn smart. Okay.
Mhm.
So Terry says I'm trying to help out Meech, Dad. I'm trying to help out Meech. Like, I mean, just a whole mess. Charles punched a hole in the wall. He was so angry. I mean, it was a whole mess. So the question is, do we think Denise will snitch? What do you think, Nita? What do you think, baby?
No, I think plausible deniability. The reason why he didn't tell her is like nothing she can snitch to. All she can do is say it wasn't hers. But I mean, they gonna put the press on her. I heard that she has a son, and so when mothers do get hemmed up and they do have their children to think about, that could be a factor. But like I said, I don't. What can she say? She can't say anything that's gonna do anything. Put anybody in jail because it's all that is circumstantial. It's still on her at the end of the day. She was the one that was driving the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So it's still not a good look though, because like you said, she was the one driving the vehicle.
Right. But
So
the good thing is that it was a work vehicle, one, and
okay.
that she's not wholly liable because it's not like her vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like for work purposes,
For purposes. Yeah.
like
Okay.
if you get a good lawyer, you might be able to walk that one.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I
So for
think she'll
me,
stay solid. I actually want her to work on the drug side of it, but because she has that kid, I mean, look, um the um the people from Snowfall, they had children and they were still in the drug game. So, I think that she's gonna actually stay solid and actually work on the drug side eventually. What y'all think about that?
I don't know if she's cut out for the drug side.
Yeah, I mean, if this didn't tell you,
Oh
just
no,
the little
partner.
crust they put on her just now, just for that.
Oh no. I
Yeah,
don't
she
even know. And to be honest, she doesn't really have any information to snitch because she doesn't know about what
right,
me and Terry does. Like
exactly,
she has no information for them, really.
right. She don't have anything to give them, so
And then we saw that her lawyer is Monique in the
Mm.
previews. Now
Oh yeah,
she was a lawyer.
yeah. She's a paralegal.
Okay.
So she may walk in there and, I don't even think they be asking for credentials anyway when you walk up in there talking about you're somebody legal representation. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
So okay, so we shall see. Okay, so what happened? Oh yeah, I put here that Terry is gonna have to answer to Boom now because they had a deal. He had product that he was carrying. Product is gone, no product, no money. So it's not a good look. Um, Meech and Terry feel like they need to leave town really until things cool down. So they decide that they're going to go to Atlanta. But first, before they leave, Terry has to make a little quick stop to see his
Little it's
a little pit stop to see Markeisha
just some
goodbye,
skin.
to say the goodbyes. So he tells her sweet nothings, you know what I mean? All the good stuff.
Right.
She said, "Ooh, I gotta give him some before he leave, honey. I gotta give it to him. I gotta give him some." So they smash. They
Mhm.
get their groove on.
I
Hmm.
thought it was a better scene than her with Emmett.
A better scene than Emmett.
Yeah, with her and Emmett in the
Well,
shot.
it's just awkward. Her and Emmett. I don't know what it
I
is
know,
about
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said this one felt more realistic.
realistic.
Um,
Yeah,
I like the fact that they weren't right up in the camera and you kind of saw them at a distance, and because that way you don't have to be doing all the trying to like, oh, this looks awkward. They look uncomfortable. It don't look real. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of like that. It felt a little bit more like, okay, we was just peeking in on what was going down.
yeah. I feel you. Yeah. So they got it on. And that was that. He said his goodbyes. So everybody is, upset that Terry and Meech are leaving. The baby mama is crying. Nicole is crying. Charles and Lucille are freaking out. But Charles does something very, very nice. He ends up giving them all his money because he knows that they went ahead and gave money to their baby mothers. So they didn't really have anything left. So he gave them what was his last. I thought that was very notable of him. I thought that was very kind. That was a great move to do for his children. And he told them to stick together. No matter what, stick together.
Yeah.
So as Meech and Terry are driving, baby, crazy ass Lamar comes and hits them from the behind, child. Hits
And
them.
that reminded me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Really?
Yeah, you know how they be
Yeah.
chasing them down in their fields and stuff like that. I was like, here we go again, another homage to another horror.
With the horror movie shit. I mean, he was Michael Myers, like you said, then he was Candyman, and now I don't know what the hell he is. He's something. But he is a straight horror movie.
Right.
So luckily they were able to get away. I think Lamar is still going to be a threat in Detroit. Who do you think he will go after next?
The next person is the plug. Whomever he needs to get so that would be K9 to me, because I don't think that there's anybody else on um is it 12th Street? I don't think that nobody else is gonna to buck Lamar, because everybody else was pretty much falling in line. He just had to get those two that was
Mm,
kind of like, wilding, shooting at him, trying to kill him, trying to put a hit out on him and all that stuff. So I think he should be okay. Now I don't know. Well, I don't know about B Mickey and them. They may not be safe, but I don't know. Definitely,
that's
he is not the MVP. No. Nice try, DeMarcus.
Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are
Right.
hilarious.
Be
Child was
snitchy need to be next. Ooh, girl,
beast.
I really want his water cut off real fast. That's
Uh-uh.
why I'm glad Detective Brian being real hot, because he need to get found out. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't know. I don't like being. I just never did. I almost low key still feel like he shot Terry in the eyeball. I
Who?
still feel like it was B Mickey.
What?
I don't know why. I still feel like it was him.
What? You think it was B Mickey that did that?
I do. I do.
Girl.
I don't know why, but I always felt like that. I always felt like it was him. Because I felt like even now, it feels like there's some kind of animosity. It felt like he was always kind of jealous of him or something. And
Yeah, that's true too.
I always like I didn't trust his vibe. Like it felt like he was cool with Meech, but for some reason he ain't really fool with Terry like that. And he wanted Terry position. You think K9 and Lamar go team up? I don't think so.
I don't
Uh-uh.
know.
You can't have two lions in the den. Like I don't know how that works. I don't really know how that works.
And for y'all that joined later in the live, I
Mhm.
had asked earlier, what episode do you think Terry and Meech are going to come back to Detroit? Y'all put it in the comment section. What do y'all think? A lot of us were thinking episode 7 or 8, but I want to know what y'all think. So put it in the chat. What episode do you think Terry and Meech are going to return back to Detroit? We said around episode 7 or 8, but I want to know what y'all think.
Yeah.
So put it in the chat before we go.
Yeah, Jeremiah, I think so. I think they both will want to kill both each other. So I think that's the face off. So
Now, how will they get introduced though? Like, I wonder how would they cross paths? I wonder.
does B Mickey know that yeah, he knows that they're working with K9, right?
Yeah, he knows. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but don't nobody else. Okay. I don't think he never told Bryant that information. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna cross paths. I think somebody is gonna be to the street. He gonna get wind of it some kind of way. Just because the streets are dry, like they're gonna have to figure out something. The streets are dry. The product is gone. The money, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody gonna have to pay for something. It's about to be crazy. I guess that's why they was trying to prepare us and had things being so crazy in this episode because it's about to get crazier.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know how this gonna go down.
DeMarcus says that Lamar's next victim might be Saki because Saki was involved in the kidnapping of Zoe in season 1. What does Saki look like? I can't remember what he looked
Is
like.
that the one with the fade? That's the one that was smoking, and him and Terry got into a little scuffle when he was like, "Go get to work," and he was like,
Oh, is
I,
that Little Zane?
we was having fun before you came."
I wonder if that's Little Zane's character.
No, I don't know. It's real. Let me see if I can. But yeah, is am I right, Demarcus? That dude that was when
Yep,
they
Little Zane. Yep, he said, yep, Little Zane. Oh,
was having a good old time. Flashlight.
he's the light skinned one with the fade. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Little Zane. B Mickey better hope K9 don't find out that he rat K9. Wait. Find out he rat K9 gonna do him like Big L and show Meech the body as a
Ooh,
Oh my
child.
gosh. We
Have his tongue instead of his lips. Have his tongue because the tongue do the talking. Had a tongue sitting out in a box for me.
uh-oh. My Wi-Fi is starting to act up again, y'all. But
Uh-oh.
thankfully, we're at the end of the video, so it's all good. Well,
Uh-oh. We at the end, y'all. What y'all rate the episode? I gave it a low grade because it was a mess. It was a mess.
uh-oh. Oh Lord, I'm back. Okay. Let me get up out of here. My internet is acting ghetto. So you guys, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I really,
Everybody's
really appreciate it.
they're putting their rating of the episode in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Okay. 9, 10. We got
Jeremiah, you know that
7.
they did not make that whole episode did not make a lick of sense. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Monique gave it a 3. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It's a 6 for me, dog. Like I I mean, it was a lot of shock value in there. Like I said, it was like Monique, to your point, I remember how you was talking about Your Honor and talking about how season one, you were like at at the edge of
Yeah.
your seat. And you could do that, but is it gonna make sense? So I appreciate a story that kind of makes sense. And even though we're not like jumping off the roof and having all these crazy things happen, I can still appreciate it because the story is still compelling. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because this I don't appreciate, but some people do. Because you see some high scores in there,
There's a
nine,
lot of good scores. Like I
eight,
said, it
eight
was a
point
good it was a good episode. It's just certain things did not make sense.
five. Mhm.
So I feel like if I'm gonna critique it like we do Power, I have to be fair and critique it on BMF because we know how we go in on Power when they
Yeah,
do some
we
stupid shit.
test power up.
We stay on Power's neck
Heck.
when they be messing up. So I have to be fair and give BMF the same treatment as well. But it was all in all, it was a good episode overall. I enjoyed it. Like you said, shock value. It was definitely entertaining. There
Yes,
was
what
not
was
a
that?
dull moment. There
Right,
was no dull moment. So it
right.
was definitely good.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Hey, Darnell Rollins said, "Let that thing fart." He said, "Let it out, let it out." I don't think he meant like that, but
Oh my God. It was so unnecessary. Oh God, y'all
Darnell
cracking
said, "I
me.
look like Miss Cleo, y'all. I look like Miss Cleo."
Miss Cleek. That's how I feel anytime I have my thing on too. I feel the same way. I hope Zoe don't get a hold of Monique Gunn or the
Oh, it was out though,
it was
and
out.
she got the little baby too. Oh, bitch, I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
need you to put that up. I'm gonna need her to put that up because we got this little
Mm-mm.
baby out of nowhere, this little teeny tiny baby that just popped up out of nowhere. So
Baby, that's a good point, Demarcus. She needs to lock it on up because
yes.
a DC comic book character.
You already know. I was just like, what is going on?
Oh my gosh. Y'all are too funny tonight, man. I can't take it. Y'all are hilarious.
Right.
Apparently,
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all.
oh yes, you guys,
We are
please
leading.
make sure y'all like this video right now. Stop what you're doing. Go and like this video. It is an easy and free way to help support your girl and my channel. Okay. Okay. So thank you guys again
24
for
likes.
watching. We appreciate you. We love you guys, and we will catch you guys later. Y'all have a good night. Bye.